Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone. So I'm not going to mind the time because I've been preparing for the past 1 month. So please bear with me. Yang berbahagia, Tan Sri Dr. Daiti Atta Aziz, Professor Joe Cherian, distinguished guests, faculty members, families, friends, sponsors, and most importantly, the graduating class MBA 26. Before I begin, I would like to thank my MBA classmate for giving me the trust to speak on their behalf today. It is truly an honor. So everyone, today is my 4th graduation. So please allow me to tell 4 stories. I promise they will make sense at the end, and if they do not, perhaps they will by your 4th degree, just like me. So once upon a time, I wanted to study tourism. My parents are the most supportive parents in the world. After all, I have traveled more than 32 countries. Yet, they decided that instead of having a bright future at Tourism Malaysia, I should pursue a degree in chemistry. Like many Asian children, I accepted my fate. Looking back, I realized they gave me something far more valuable than the degree itself. Education has a funny way of opening doors to you that you never expected. One of those doors appeared when a lecturer encouraged me to pursue a master's degree. After surviving chemistry, I had somehow developed an appetite to doing hard things. So instead of taking the usual coursework route, I chose to write research thesis. People say the second time should be never worse than the first. Well, after the 2 years of research, I concluded they were wrong. But the experience changed the way I observe the world, question assumptions, and search for answers. As Francis Bacon once said, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So that mindset led me to my 3rd degree. I decided that if I wanted to pursue the highest level of education, I wanted to do it under the most challenging conditions. I was accepted into one of the UK's top universities. I knew it would not be a walk in the park, but at least I could do it near the Hyde Park. I graduated in the same hall where Siti Nurhaliza and the Beatles once performed. And more importantly, I left with a worldwide view much bigger than one I arrived with. Then life surprised me again. Most people expected me to become a lecturer, a researcher, or a chemist. Instead, I discovered that my passion was not inside the lab, but with people. I volunteered during the COVID vaccination program, where I learned what leadership looked like under pressure. Later, I helped a group of young entrepreneurs building the Lorong Belakang Cyberjaya. And looking back, what seemed like a series of side quests all pointed to me to the same direction, the Asia School of Business. So people often ask why I decided to pursue yet another degree. Well, ASB is one of the top business schools in Asia, so this was never about collecting another certificate. So it was about preparing for the next chapter, and after I have been through, I have finally discovered something remarkable. Apparently, earning an MBA is not that difficult. You just need to attend classes, submit assignments, survive examinations and presentations, eat all the free food they gave, and eventually they will let you graduate. So my cohort and I are the living proof. And of course, there are some small challenges. So there are the 9 a.m. classes. If you are late, here's a tip. Blame the KL traffic, even though you live next door at the residence. So then come the assignments, presentations, and group projects. Somewhere between the deadlines and lack of sleep and coffee, we realized that we were learning far more than what was written in the syllabus. So there was also class participation. For some of us, it became a competitive sport. The microphone gradually stopped feeling like the classroom equipment and started to feeling like personal properties. For the rest of us, the very existence of class participation felt like a personal attack. We mastered the ancient art of avoiding eye contact while hoping that the remaining perfectly still would somehow make us invisible. This sounds familiar to me. So in the end, every assignment was completed every presentation delivered, and every challenge became another lesson. So none of this would have been possible without our professors, academic managers, CDO, Action Learning Team, Mindset Lab, Program Office, SSW, ASB Hive, and everyone working behind the scenes. So thank you for believing in us and helping us grow. So our classroom was never limited to ASB. This MBA gave us opportunities to travel, experience different cultures, and learn from business and educators around the world. There were so many opportunities to travel. At some point, MIT took on a completely different meaning. It became master in traveling. So those experiences reminded us what truly it means to have global minds with local hearts. So speaking of journeys, let me tell you about the odyssey of ASB MBA class of 2026. So the admissions team brought together 32 people with different nationalities, personalities, ambitions, and experiences. As a trained chemist, I probably should have realized that placing 32 highly reactive individuals in one classroom for a year would have produced an interesting reaction. So ASB may call it as a cohort development, but for me, it feels like an experiment with questionable safety controls. We are like a ticking bomb trapped inside a high-pressure vessel, and after 1 year together, I only reached to one scientific conclusion: we are unhinged. So it started with a few people, became highly contagious, and eventually spread to everyone. Perhaps that is what exactly made this cohort so special. Within this wonderfully diverse cohort, every one of us found people who made the journey lighter. We found friends who listened when we need to complain, who shared our anxieties before presentations and examinations, reminded us that we were more capable than we believed, and also stayed beside us when everything felt overwhelming. They also showed us that some of the greatest lessons are not taught only by the professors, but also by the people sitting beside us. Those friendships carries us through this year. Our journey began with 32 students, but only 31 of us are graduating today. Our classmate Vlad could not complete this journey because of circumstances beyond his control. We hope for the better future where everyone can pursue an education without unnecessary restrictions, because there should be never limitations on the pursuit of knowledge. But I think I may counted incorrectly. So during this program, our cohort was blessed with 2 bundles of joys. One has already entered the world, while another one is expected next month, inshallah. So I think they both deserve honorary MBA for attending lectures and surviving every deliverables before they were even born. So as we celebrated today, we also recognize that life outside ASB has never stopped. Our families celebrated milestones, overcame challenges, and made sacrifices along us. Some of us experienced moments of great joy, while others quietly carried heavy burdens. To those classmates, we admire your resilience. To our parents, families, friends, sponsors, and everyone who stood behind us, thank you. This achievement belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. Personally, I would like to thank my ma and ayah, my siblings, my family who are always questioning my decisions. So my family who always questioning my decisions while somehow continuing to support every one of them. Special shout out to my niece and my nephews who are always trying to compete with me using their kindergarten trophies. I won. I also would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Star Education Fund for making this MBA possible. To our friends in the MBA class of 2026 as well as MCB class of 2027, thank you for sharing this journey with us. And most importantly, to my beloved class, MBA class of 2026. So earlier, I quoted Francis Bacon, who said, knowledge is power. Now, I would like to add one more thought. Knowledge only becomes meaningful when you choose it to make a difference. So lead with integrity, share generously, create opportunities for others, and leave every place better than you found it. Finally, I would like to leave you with the word of the greatest philosopher and poet. Calvin Cordoza Brothers Jr., or we all known him as Snoop Dogg. Keep pushing, keep winning, and remember, it's always the underdog who ends up their game, running the game. Trust me, that's why I'm standing here. So congratulations, ASB MBA Class of 26. May this not be our last graduation. Thank you.